we were getting ready to go to the gym. It is a very late start. Today is Sunday, and we were out last night. And girls, I was up until today. Like, I didn't fall asleep until like after 1. So I slept in. But we're gonna have our pre-workout. Pre-workout for me is the 1UP all-in-one pre-workout. So this does have the stimulant in it. If you did like stimulant free, they do have that. 1UP for me is the best brand. Okay, I've been with them for years. I am an affiliate, just so you guys know, but even before I was affiliate, I was using somebody else's code. So if you think I'm pulling your chain, you can use, I think it was like Sarah 10 or something. You can use her code if you don't want to use mine. Just, you know, whatever, but it really is that good. So I take their pre-workout. This is the sour rainbow candy, and then I take a shot of the liquid L-CARNITINE. And the only thing I will say, it takes them like a week. It's like literally maybe about 8 days to get here, 9 days. They're coming out of Florida. I don't know if it's just my like delivery system. It does take a little bit, I feel like, to get here. So I'm waiting on creatine, and I'm getting like a restock of everything. But nonetheless, we're gonna take our pre-workout. We're gonna hit the gym. We are dragging a little bit, and I would like to be there by 8:30. It's a beautiful, it's like 60 degrees right now, 60. So gym fit is just a big t-shirt. Oh, look at that. All right, so here's a gym fit for today. Arola leggings. I really don't wear these as much anymore because I feel like the camel toe on these is insane, but you know, I have a vagina. And honestly, I've been staying away from like this fabric because I feel like this fabric, if you stretch it like further enough, you can see right through it. And I just get so nervous that it'll break, so I would never wear like Arola leggings on leg day, but today's back day. And I just have a sports bra on and just a big oversized t-shirt. Do you guys see my new bracelet? It's two-tone gold. It's from Jenny Bird. My cousins and my Aunt Melinda got these for me, and it's like our family bracelet. Oh my God, isn't it so cute? If you guys are new here, these are my cousins from my bio dad side, and I've only just met them a few years ago, so we're best friends. But anywho, my hair, I put a row of extensions back in just for more volume. And what do you guys think? Do you guys think I need to like cut into these or should I just leave it? I don't know. I feel like it looks like all one length right now. Let me take off my shirt. I feel like it looks all one length right now. But I think it's okay, right? I feel like the layers on top are good. And it's just, like I said, it doesn't look, and we're gonna have a green ass banana. Because we're gonna do pre-workout banana. I could have done a Rice Krispie treat, but I just didn't feel like for one. I wanted a banana. Anyways, I wanted to share with you what I'm eating for the day. This is about 150 grams of protein, and I'm on a fat loss diet. I'm currently finishing up this cut for the summer. I did a cut during the summer, obviously, and we're wrapping it up. And I have lost about 9 pounds this summer. That's kind of a lot of weight. No, babe? 9 pounds in like 4 months? All right, we're off to the gym. Let's go. All right. Leo was driving here. That one stinks. All right. I got the Ulta 20 Days of Beauty or whatever it is catalog in my car here. I found it yesterday. But anyways, we're gonna go to the gym. It is so nice. It's currently 66 degrees here right now. I want to try to lay out in the sun today because I think today's 73. Tomorrow sunny, partly cloudy. So I'm gonna do my lawn tomorrow. Tuesday 71, partly cloudy. Tuesday I have to work. Wednesday partly cloudy, 74 to work that day. Thursday 75, rain. Friday 74, partly cloudy. Saturday 74, partly cloudy. That's Labor Day weekend. Sunday 75 and Monday 76. Let's do that. Let's go to the gym. Leo's leaving today. So I should tell you guys, today Leo is leaving. He has his football draft stuff. Rhea's going to meet her boyfriend's parents for the first time. Becky has softball practice. She's trying out for her school team. And it looks like Sophia and my dad are going to the Guitar Center. Girls' Day. We love that. Can you see me? I feel like you can. All right, it is 10 o'clock. It's pretty late for me on a Sunday, I'm not gonna lie. I have this thing where like I give myself internal alarms and like time limits on everything, and to get out of the gym at 10 a.m. on a Sunday to me is unheard of. I'm usually at the gym by like 6:30, home by 9. So, but I want to say this, okay? I talked myself out of going to the gym this morning 4 different times. I was like, you know what? I'll just do cardio at home, and then I'll add in upper body with my leg day tomorrow. Or, you know, it's fine, I can skip an upper body day and just do cardio, it won't kill me. I had every excuse, right? I showed up, I did the workout, it is done. My day is completely open for the rest of the day, and I will promise you this, even if it isn't your best workout, you will never regret a workout. You will never regret showing up. Someone's gonna park next to me, I believe. Let's go home, let's eat some breakfast, and let me show you what I eat in a day for fat loss and muscle gain and just being an overall wellness. This is going to be our first meal. So we had the pre-workout with the banana. This is our first meal. I have 2 pieces of the Nature's, I'll show you the bread right now, but they are for the pair, it's 80 calories. And then I have 2 eggs. I have 50 grams of avocado underneath that. And these are some pickled red onions I get from Target. And those are some sweet heat jalapenos that I get from like Jewel. And then I have 150 grams of the Good Culture lactose-free expensive cottage cheese. This cottage cheese is $5. It's good, but freaking, you know what? If I can find the lactose-free in like bulk, like at Costco, I would buy that, but I never can. But Good Culture cottage cheese is superior. And then I have 3 pieces of Canadian bacon. I want to say this is about around 40 total grams of protein for your meal. But yeah, really easy, really good. Let me show you the bread real quick. This is the bread that I use. It's the Aunt Millie's Live Light whole grain. So 40 calories for 2 pieces and 21 total carbs. So it's not bad. And it's not like a crazy, it's like $2.99 a loaf, which is pretty good comparable to like keto brands where it was like $5 a loaf. So not too bad. Relatively inexpensive for, you know, bread that's lower in the calories. Here is my next meal. So my meals are a little bit differently now because remember I am on like a fat loss diet, I guess we'll call it. So I don't have as many meals. Okay, so this is our next meal, and this is what we're looking like. We have chicken. This is 4 ounces of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. This is 100 grams of pasta, and then I have fat-free Italian dressing, and then I also have the salad supreme mix on there, and then I cut up some cucumbers and tomatoes. I weighed the pasta without the veggies, and then I add the veggies. And then I have just a little pile of jalapenos, and that is my next meal. The next meal we're gonna have, I'm really excited for because it's a whole new recipe, and we're having Ninja Creamy ice cream for dessert tonight. Oof, I can't wait. Here is our next meal. So I know you guys have probably seen this all over the internet, but it's just like the ground beef, and you just make it like really thin on the tortilla, and then you pan sear it. It's mine a little bit differently. Usually you'll see it on like a big like flour tortilla. I did 2 corn milagro tortillas, and then I have this grand total for each of them is 4 ounces of 96% lean ground beef. I have 50 grams of avocado. I have some Taco Bell mild sauce. And then for some extra added protein, I have 100 grams of the lactose-free cottage cheese. So that is our next meal. Protein packed. We have a good amount of fats, healthy fats, and a good amount of carbs. Balanced eating and no feeling deprived. We are going to have our last meal, and this is going to be our Ninja Creamy ice cream. I'm still learning, you know, trying to figure out a recipe, but I'm going to tell you how I did mine. So in here, I have 280 mLs of the unsweetened vanilla almond milk. I have 1 scoop of this. This is the isoprotein. I do whey isolate because the regular whey has too much dairy in it, and I need it to be a little bit finer to stop with like the GI issues. Whey protein can be really hard on the stomach, so if you're struggling and you're like, man, it's giving me like bubble guts or it's making me really bloated, try an isolate. This one's my favorite. They also have clear protein if you didn't want that. They have a vegan protein as well. But this vanilla ice cream one is really, really good, and I do enjoy it. And the macros are so good. For one scoop, it's 110 calories, 0 fat, 1 carb, and 25 grams of protein. I do have a link with them and a code. I have everything in my description. Check them out. I really, really do like them. Again, you don't have to take my word for it. I'm not trying to like get your money. Use somebody else's code, but I really, really think you would really love them. They're the only ones I use. So anywho, I have that in here. I have about 15 grams of 0 sugar vanilla pudding. I have a splash of vanilla extract. I have a dash of salt. I have a dash of stevia, like a tisp of stevia. And frozen fruit. I have about 30 grams of it's like a peach pineapple mango mix. So I'm gonna add just a little bit of water, or I'm sorry, a little bit of milk in here, and I'm gonna have to reset the breaker because for whatever reason, anytime I use the creamy, it pops, I have to restart it. So let's turn this on. I do full. So I do light ice cream for 4 minutes with full. Okay, so we're gonna take it out. So this is what it's going to look like initially. And you get this initial layer is really good. I just want to give it a nice stir and see how it is towards the bottom, because I feel like sometimes at the top it could be nice and smooth, but if you get to the bottom it gets kind of like flaky. But I do want to tell you too, it's turned pink, and you're probably like, where did that come from? There was a strawberry in the mix for the eating, but look at that. I add a little bit of milk. We get to add in a half a bag of the Oreo minis. So I'm gonna drop those in there. Bam. Hold on.
That's a lot of Oreos.
And then back in, and you put on mix in. And there you go. We're gonna ignore the way I look right now because I'm struggling today. But look at this ice cream. I put a little bit of them leftover Oreos. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm not gonna finish this all today. I already know I'm not gonna, but my kids are right here with me, and they are gonna dive on in because they've been waiting. So, you guys have a Ninja Creamy recipe? Let me know. Oreo. So I wanted to share this full day of eating with you guys to give you guys a realistic insight of what I look like, what my days of eating look like. Weight loss is not a punishment. Weight loss is not something that should, or even being on a wellness journey is not a punishment. Food is not a punishment. It's not a reward. It has no moral high ground or standing. Eat to fulfill your needs. Nourish your body, move your body, make good choices. As you can see, there was no food groups alienated. I ate really well balanced. I ate really good meals. I ate about 150 grams of protein today. My macros, I'm not going to give them to you because my macros are for me, and my body was adjusted to these macros for years. These macros took me years to kind of maneuver. But if you're wondering how I get into 150 grams of protein, I wanted to show you how. I'm going to clean up my mess. I'm going to go lay down and watch some TV. Thank you guys for spending today with me. If you're new here, make sure you stick around and subscribe. I do everything glowing up over 30, life after babies, and just falling back into yourself. Stick around. We're on our way to 100K, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.